What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Coach J. Coach J. I got the crew here, and you know, somebody recently posed a question to me, and it was today actually. They said, "Did the Carolina Panthers did they get it right when they drafted Bryce Young?" All right, and also the secondary question was, "Hey man, did the Houston Texans get it right by drafting C.J. Stroud?" Mm, I think yes. You think about honestly, both of these quarterbacks, right? They each present different dynamics to each of their teams, their organizations, man. Each of these quarterbacks, they've had a different career in the NFL. You know, different based off wins and losses, numerically speaking as well. However, of course, wins and losses doesn't tell the full story. Here are two quarterbacks that I believe at some point, sometime down the road, these guys will be looked upon as two, possibly two of the league's top quarterback talent. All right. Of course, both of these guys, they're dual threat guys. They're young, talented quarterbacks. Now, if there's still any question, about these guys' abilities, take a look at their college careers. Of course, we know Bryce at Alabama pretty much lit it up. C.J. Stroud, Ohio State guy. They balled out. All right, but that's just a potential glimpse of what we can see, or we're possibly going to see from these guys at the NFL level. All right, now they've both shown their ability to be elite quarterbacks, right? Now, if you want to look at the NFL level of Bryce Young, all right, there have been some games we're talking. There's been some games where he's absolutely lit up, looked the part, and there's been no question to say that this guy belongs, right? And then, of course, there's been some games where he hasn't looked the part, and then there's been questions surrounding a lot of games. I tell you that, but you can't just blame it on the quarterback. All right. But I believe those upsides, those games, and things like that is going to show us what's to come. To store what we got to store, got in store for this Panthers organization, Panthers team. But we got to talk about CJ as well. The man's been lighting it up, right? We know he looks the part. He looks the part. But as far as Bryce right now, he's throwing for 2,700 passing yards, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, a 1-to-1 touchdown to INT ratio. So just thinking about that, I mean, we could say, he's got a long way to go. Quarterback rating 73.7. This is all provided by ESPN. So let's take a look at what CJ Stroud has done. I mentioned this weeks ago. And I said this guy was going to be next up. I said this guy's got next. He's got next. All right. And what has he done? He's legitimately shown up every single game and proved me right as well. Okay. He's a legitimate dual threat guy. Pocket passer. He can get outside the pocket. And of course, we all know that from what we've seen in Ohio State. This guy can lead the offense there at the Texas. Full dual threat quarterback, man. I just think, listen, C.J. Stroud, the real deal. I think Bryce still. I think there's an opportunity there, just like I see with Justin Fields down in Chicago. But just remember this, right? C.J. Stroud, he's going to get in the playoffs, and they're going to reach some habit. They're going to knock somebody out. Somebody you don't think they would. They're going to reach some habit. Now, let's take a look at the message, right? CJ's thrown over 4,000 passing yards. All right. This guy boasting 23 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. An impressive 100.8 quarterback QBR. Now, you want to say touchdown to interception ratio, he's 4-1. Elite status. If you want to stay on the field, you got to keep it there. But listen, let's not get all caught up in these numbers, right? If we look at the league, right, in the past, there's been a lot of quarterbacks. A lot of quarterbacks in particular. When we think about, you know, who is the guy, right? There's been a lot of quarterbacks. Peyton Manning, who started out high interceptions, low touchdowns, low passing yards, all right? A lot of these guys struggle in their first 3 years, all right? With that said, let's not punt on this guy too early. There's a lot more, all right? A lot of more time. Let's get this guy time to develop and look at the entire team. Let's also take up the entire body of work. I think there is some promise. 2 different quarterbacks drafted around the same time. 1 year is not going to tell the story. Bryce, I think he still has some opportunities, still some gas in that tank there. But listen, guys, this is what I got today. Coach Jay. I'll see you guys next time inside the Coach's Corner.